Hi friends, it is nice to see you again through this Learn Logistics video, and you can see all our videos in the above website www.harilogisticsacademy.com. Apart from videos, we have many more items which will be interesting to you, and you can send your comments and suggestions on the above email ID logisticsari2020@gmail.com, which will enable us to give better improved videos in the future. In transportation, we have seen road, rail or train, air, waterways, pipeline, cable, etc. Now, finally, we see the multimodal transportation. The multimodal transport is the movement of goods from point A to point B using different modes of transport by a single transport operator or the consignee. In a large and diverse country like India, where an end-to-end delivery is a humongous task. It's a very large task. Humongous means very large. Multimodal transport is an effective solution. For various companies, multimodal transport can mean different solutions depending on their portfolio of transport and storage options. In the 1960s, Indian Railways played a crucial role in promoting multimodal transport in India. In 1966, Indian Railways containerized goods to give birth to intermodal freight transport in India. Indian Railways then started moving cargo in specialized DSO containers. Then standardized ISO containers began to be used from the 1970s, and it was in 1981 when the first ISO container was moved inland by railways to the country's first ICD at Bangalore. In 1988, Concor was established as an offshoot of Indian Railways and took over the existing network of 7 ICDs. ICDs means internal container depot in the country. Since then, it now has a network of more than 70 ICDs, while India has more than 300 ICDs providing multimodal transport infrastructure. The Multimodal Transport Act was passed by the Indian Parliament in 1993 to establish a standardized regime for the multimodal transport operators. The Director General of Shipping was identified as the competent authority under this law. Actually, the picture shows a sample how the multimodal transport is used. If you see, the shipper or the sender is one person and receiving is another end is a one person. So when the goods moves from sender to the receiver, a lead logistics provider gives all the solutions, because it may require a transport by a truck in the initial stage, then by train or by ship or by air in the next stage, then in the final stage again by a truck to the final delivery. So this is provided by a lead logistics provider, and he provides us door-to-door transport, but whereas it is sent through 3 different modes: truck, train, again truck, or truck, ship and truck. Truck, air or truck. So it is two types of modes are used. So the first one is called the first mile connectivity, where the truck is taking to the railway station or the siding or air cargo terminal or the port, and from the discharge port where the delivery is made by the train. So from that siding or station to the final delivery point or the final port to the delivery point or the final air terminal to the delivery point. So this is the how the multimodal functions. It has been a major enabler of multimodal transport in India and as IT, and has been extensively used to automate the supply chain and documentation. For shipments coming into India, documentation starts at the ports, CFS, ICDs, and then final customs clearance before delivery. For shipments moving out of India, documentation starts from the storage point till the time it exits the port. To automate this process, Customs has introduced the Indian Customs EDI system, ICES, which provides a paperless, seamless system to exchange or transact customs clearance related information using electronic data interchange (EDI). Multimodal transport was a monopoly on CONCOR till the early 2000s, when licenses were given to private companies to operate their own freight trains. In order to encourage trade by MSMEs, Railways has started the road railer system where contained vehicles can run both on roads and rail tracks. Currently, there are more than 15 private freight train operators in India, with major companies such as Hindustan Terminals, DP World, Adani Logistics, CWC, all moving their own trains. True examples of multimodal transport are being seen in Northeast, where cargo is being transported to Guwahati through trucks, from where air cargo is being used to transport fresh produce to the Middle East and other countries. Cargo is also being transported through Kandla port in the west via Western DFC, aggregated in Palwal and then distributed via road to UP, Punjab and Haryana. Objective of India's ambitious multimodal program is to reduce logistics cost and make the economy competitive. The strategy involves a reset of India's logistics sector from a point-to-point model to a hub-and-spoke model, and involves railways, highways, inland waterways and airports to put in place an effective transportation grid. This will increase India's exports, provide employment opportunities, it will reduce pollution, traffic jam, will be cost effective and will make goods cheaper in the country. To implement this, the government had initiated many steps, which include setting up 35 multimodal logistics parks at an investment of 50,000 crore, development of 50 economic corridors and an investment template which involves roping in the states, and the private sector for setting up for special vehicles for implementation. What are the goals and benefits? The main goals when using the kind of transport are reducing transport cost, improvement of the product's path from the manufacturer to the customer, minimizing delivery time, increasing the number of possible transport variants, improving the quality of services, creating more loading opportunities, reducing the risk of damage to the goods. The choice of this transport is also advantageous for the ordering party, which bears a single transport charge. International transport has a special role here. So the pictures gives you some idea about what is the strategy or goals that adapt and what are the benefits. Intermodal transport and combined transport. What is more? We can divide multimodal transport into intermodal transport and combined transport. Mostly they are used interchangeably. However, there are several things which are different. Intermodal transport concerns the transportation of cargo using various modes of transport. However, in one load unit, the example in the same container, such a container is not opened during the whole transport process. In combined transport is a service in which the unit is transported between various transshipment points by rail, sea, or inland waterway. However, its delivery from the sender and transport to the recipient uses road transport. Documents. The most important document for this kind of transport is FIATA, multimodal transport. Its creation facilitated many issues for importers and exporters. According to the rules of this document, the forwarder is responsible for the goods and damages caused on the whole route, and not only in individual means of transport. Nowadays, this kind of transport is very popular. It brings many benefits and good solutions. Customers, thanks to this option, can quickly, efficiently, and cheaply transport their goods at different distances. In conclusion, the present world and current logistics requires the multimodal as very important to sustain in the industry, and customer requires an end-to-end solutions only. Now we have seen various modes of transportation: road, rail, train, air, waterways, pipeline, cable, and multimodal. Apart from this, there are further one more loop also is there, but it is under various development stages. Soon we can see in India also by maybe in 5 years time or 10 years time. It runs through the magnetic field. Presently, another way of passenger transportation is also developed by way of loop. That's what. Thank you, friends. We welcome your comments and hope you will benefit from this video. We look forward for more interactions in future videos. Thank you, and you can send your comments and suggestions in the above email ID logisticsari2020@gmail.com, and you can subscribe this YouTube channel to receive the notifications whenever we will put up videos. Thank you once again.